and have sincere desire, and we believe that Baba has come, and as his children and instruments, he wants us to serve not only as a karma yogi but also as an angel. So we want to experiment and see what are the qualities as an angel I should have, and what percentage I have those qualities, what more I need to inculcate. Dadi Janki in her karmatit stage and as a angelic stage kept saying three words: truthful and honest. The quality to be truthful and honest. And that is such a sometimes the soul, because of lack of courage, does not follow the policy of honesty and truth. But now, in front of Baba, I am honest and truthful. That makes me transparent. If I am not able to do something, I am honest so that Baba can give me strength, determination, the support I need so that I can accomplish. Knowing one Baba as truth, knowing the truth of my own self, I constantly maintain this truth. Baba has given us this opportunity to say to Baba honestly and take the power to be truthful. This will help me to stay very clean, that is Safai, clean mind, clean character, and when I am clean, I am also transparent, because angel is always transparent. Even if there is a gap between what I think, what I speak and do, but I stay transparent by remaining humble and accept myself as I am today, but keep the aim to become complete, but also very, very simple, not complicated in my thinking or what I speak. Simplicity in all different aspects in my life. So now I create my true identity, even if I have to play different roles, to play different part. But I am in this awareness that I am a soul, a point of light, a loveful being, pure and peaceful. and all around me and also in the world, they are also souls. And I keep this elevated awareness and attitude towards everyone that they are all my spiritual brothers as souls. A very pure spiritual relationship with everyone. And keep reminding myself that body is just an instrument to play part. So I think, I speak, and do actions in soul consciousness. Then I'm pulled toward the source, one who is ever truth. As I connect with Baba, as truth, I get power from Baba to remain truthful with Baba. Baba gives me courage and help so that I remain honest, truthful, clean, and simple, so that I am light and could fly.
संगम युग में प्यारे बाबा हमारे जीवन का अर्थ ही है पवित्र आत्मा, और ये पवित्रता ब्राह्मण जीवन का फाउंडेशन पकड़ना खेलता है। ये फाउंडेशन सदा अचल अटूट रहना ही ब्राह्मण जीवन का सुख प्राप्त करना है। कभी कभी जब बच्चे बाप से रुपरी हाथ करते, अपना सच्चा चाट देते हैं, क्या कहते हैं, जितना अति इंद्रिय सुख, जितनी शक्तियां अनुभव होनी चाहिए उतनी नहीं है, लेकिन जितनी होनी चाहिए उतनी नहीं, या दूसरे शब्दों में बोलते है लेकिन सदा नहीं। इसका कारण क्या? कहने में तो मास्टर सर्वशक्तिवान कहते, अगर पूछेंगे कि मास्टर सर्वशक्तिवान हो तो क्या कहेंगे, हाँ या ना? क्या कहेंगे? ना तो नहीं कहेंगे ना, कहते तो हाँ है। मास्टर सर्वशक्तिवान, फिर शक्तियां कहाँ चली जाती? अच्छा,
Om Shanti. Promise of determined thought. With your perfect form, become an instrument to reveal God. Become the practical proof equal to the Father. The majority of souls nowadays wonder whether anyone can become such pure souls while living in this atmosphere and in this physical world. So, you can show them in practice that it is possible for anyone to become like that. And in fact, we have become like that. Nowadays, people believe a lot more in practical proof. They want to see even more than hear about something. So if all the children everywhere become the practical proof equal to the Father, then it wouldn't require effort for them to accept and know, and the Father will be revealed. With the promise of determined thought, pass with honors in everything. Om
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today's day 20. Promise of determined thought. With your perfect form, become an instrument to reveal God. Today's topic: become the practical proof equal to the Father. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Everyone is okay? Well, yeah. Is it because you are well, you could be part of Avyakti Parivar, or because you are part of Avyakti Parivar, you keep well? You know? Because I see you all every morning, every day, evening, whenever. So your being present regularly indicates that you are making good efforts. Right? I think very few of you miss any session. Attraction of the family or this enthusiasm to be consistent. I was sharing someone somewhere that one of the benefit I can see in my life that I never had been honestly very consistent. Yes, maybe in remembrance, but reading Murli 7 days, offering book every Thursday for so many years. I have never done it. So how drama, yeah, offer bhog, with the family. But now Baba, some or other, help me, and I and all of us together are able to share every day for so long. And one of my determined thought is that I would like to continue not because of only family, parivar, but for my own self to have that kind of commitment. And sometimes we have lot internally, but today Baba keeps saying that you have to be the practical proof. So two things. One is to look at our own stage and how, if we have faith in Baba, then you will get opportunities to become perfect. So whatever is lacking in you, the scenes of drama, situations, opportunities, challenges, they all will help you to become perfect. So one of the benefit I realize, and I definitely thank Baba, Parivar and Drama, that one is able to do instead of just saying it. We should be regular, we should be punctual. And I think we have both. We are punctual and we are also regular. So when we look at our stage, but then the result which Baba wants to reveal Baba. I don't know how many of you hear some result or people's experiences where they say, oh, we really feel we now know God, or meeting you, we felt what is lightness, or we felt what is to be carefree, or we felt that means they, how many comments we get where people experience that they have been able to know God, recognize God, or bring changes in their life. Can all of us recollect any comments like that? It's so interesting that the spaces we have, I remember that when we were able to get a Harmony House place, it was American lawyer who was helping us to finalize the deal. And then we invited him to come for inauguration. And he said, I have to believe that there is God. Look at these souls from poor country like India. They always think India is a poor country. It has come from there and opened a center for rich people like us Americans. So someone who was very against us as a very famous dentist around our area. He was a good person, but he will never talk about Brahma Kumaris with us. Then later on, we came to know whatever had happened to him. So we invited him to come to Peace Village. That time, Peace Village, some of you remember during inauguration, and now Peace Village is so different, right? But at that time, he said, I have to believe that God is with all of you, that you all got this place. You all have been able to get this place. He saw us in apartment. He saw us then in Queen's house. And then he saw us in Peace Village. And he said, I never heard you asking for money, donations, fundraising, selling something, commercial, nothing. It is with honesty. Maybe every cent you all value, the way you spend and way you collect. There must be some purity. It must be God Himself doing. So I remember few comments, especially for Baba's homes. Oh, as soon as I enter, I felt the vibrations of peace. Then Sunday morning, we used to get more numbers. And when Bhog is served, so there was a community leader. He must be watching how they serve, smile on the faces, quality. So he immediately said, I was so amazed the way you all serve, because the joy, cheerfulness. And he said that some feelings when you give us our plate, our serving, it's not same like anywhere else. We also get. So I remember some of the comments. And people, I know that within BK family, majority can see our light of purity, our sweet nature. They feel God's love, Baba's love. But for us to still hear it from those who are not Raj Yogis, but general, why I'm bringing it up, because you all can think about. Recognition of virtues happens, values. Like Baba says, honesty. Honesty is not said to be the best policy, but not in practical. But for us, they will know that we are very honest in receiving and giving both. How every dollar we get, we have respect, and we spend it in an honest way. These days in BK family, especially in India, they have lot of importance of drishti. Like there we say Om Shanti, not necessarily take a proper drishti. But here people come, I have come for drishti. I have come for drishti. We are here for drishti. Give me drishti, because they feel that that's where there are blessings and sorrows can be removed, difficulties can be solved. So they immediately say, they feel that there is purity. The vibrations of the attitude are very visible. Maybe because they recognize what is power of purity. But for Lokik people, some of the comments that, oh, you are very peaceful, it's only in action there is recognition of virtues. Once there was a group of VIPs in Madhuban. It was in 80s, early 80s, when Om Shanti Bhavan was built. Prakash Mohini Didi used to love to have international VIPs. And I think we were also very enthusiastic to bring them. They used to have universal peace conferences. So we brought a lot of important people from UN. We had Assistant Secretary General, we had the First Lady from Egypt, we had very, very prominent people, President of Costa Rica, one of the very famous person, Robert Muller. So we used to bring about 8, 10 of them. And we didn't have even proper transport. So I remember we were returning from one of the conference, it was first year or second. So there were driver in the car, one other VIP, and then at the back there were 2, and I was sitting with them. So we were returning. And on the way, one of them said, oh, I forgot my passport at Shashiban's office. So others also was like, oh, but we have to reach for train. So they say, no way, we can't go back because we will miss the train. So naturally, they all were looking at me. So I kind of went in and looked at the time. And, we have kind of experience of how long it takes to come up mountain and go again. So I said, I think if you all agree, we will be able to make it if we go back, get our passport, and we will still get in the train. So they said, okay, we are your guest and we trust you, let's go. So we collected passport and her money, whatever was with Shashiban. And then we came back, train station. And within 10 minutes, train came. And those days used to be, the first class was like a big compartment with 4 seats, like a big room. Everything was inside. So train started and started moving. And then after a few minutes, they were very happy. Everyone was happy. We got something done. So we came back to New York, and generally in the month of March, they have new registration of NGOs. NGOs are non-government organizations. So a lot of NGOs, lot of organizations apply for that status at UN. So she called me. She was the chief of NGOs. very, very strong woman. She called me, I want to invite you to talk to these new NGOs. So I said, what do you want me to talk? Is it, I'm not expert at UN and no. She said that how you were able to decide for us to go back. So what is that quality that we all were happy? We got done what we were supposed to do. She said if we would have left one passenger not traveling, how we would have felt. To make everyone felt that everyone achieved what they wanted is a very big quality. So I thought about it and I said, okay, I will come. There were about 45 new NGOs with their teams. And so I thought how to put the subject together. So anyway, I gave a talk for about 20 minutes. Then we had question answers where people were asking about different situations and how do you act. Act in the sense of which virtue. Now we use word values more, but value and virtue, there's little difference. So then I realized, like today, what a big signal is, they want practical proof. But like Baba says, no, you should have patience or you should have tolerance. But if there is tension at every moment for everything, what is not being done right is the focus. But what is so much is being done which is right. Right. So deeply within appreciation of everyone, keeping everyone happy. So virtues in action will be the first that will be noticed very much immediately. But then how do we connect it with God? So that Baba, God is revealed. So I'm really reflecting on it and see that how whatever situation is there, not only I am able to achieve what I want, but stay very, very positive, very calm, very light, different ways. So that's what Baba is saying. In practical, people are, what they appreciate is that which quality are you using. Sometimes people are very determined to do something, but they are very, very stubborn or sometimes hard on others. But if you can be gentle, sweet, so I always remember these three qualities. One is contentment, and that brings joy, happiness, joyful nature. Contentment really means happy person. Baba uses a very beautiful word, prasanchit. That means they are always happy. And the third quality then comes is sweetness. To get bitter, get irritated, get frustrated is lack of contentment. And lack of contentment at confluence says, doesn't seem right. I should be so happy how beautifully everything is working. Instead of, no, it's not working. This one is not like that. Lack of contentment in the self. We're not able to make others happy. So think about what are, Baba is saying, practical examples in whatever diverse situations are.
so that they can say, oh God, look at this one's quality, look at this specialties. So somewhere or other, the God has to be revealed through our stage of perfection. And stage of perfection means using power, using virtue or value to get the task accomplished. Self should look very well, relationships very good, and also accuracy in our task. So these are three important areas: self, relationships, and the task. Some are very task oriented, task. All the time in their head is task. And then relationship, then self. They don't care about stage of the self. But it should be other way around. A good stage, loveful relationships, and accurate in the task. And it's possible. And that's what Baba wants to see as our result of making good efforts, following Baba, or aim of becoming perfect. So I think this is what the life is. It's real and practical. We are Baba's children and we have to reveal Baba. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti. Whole family is in Shanti one, right? We also have Brother Eric, your beloved brother of everyone. He's also in front. And so, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Promise of determined thought. With your perfect form, become an instrument to reveal God. Become the practical proof equal to the Father. The majority of souls nowadays wonder whether anyone can become such pure souls while living in this atmosphere and in this physical world. So you can show them in practice that it is possible for anyone to become like that. And in fact, we have become like that. Nowadays, people believe a lot more in practical proof. They want to see even more than hear about something. And so if all the children everywhere become the practical proof equal to the Father, then it wouldn't require effort for them to accept and know. And the Father will be revealed. With the promise of determined thought, pass with honors in everything. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. Yes, we have Eric Bhai here with us. So we'll ask him one day to come with us and do our chit chat, right? Yes. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so we'll be having our schedule from Amritwala, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And tomorrow is Tuesday, so we'll be having our Murli revision from 5 to 6, and then meditation, and then Hindi series, meditation by Didi, English series, and Avyakti journey. So now let's start our Avyakti journey. Welcome to Avyakti journey. Today is day 20. Avyakt Murlis from 1969, inspiring us to change from Brahmin to angel.
Om Shanti. Avyakt Murli of 9th of June, 1969. Laziness, the sweet form of inactivity. You have to go into Satyug and play there. This is fixed. Out of all those who are sitting here, who thinks that he will come with Sri Krishna in his first birth? That you will come into his family, or become his friend, or be his classmate? Who has the faith in the intellect that he will definitely be one of the three things? All raise their hands. What is a sign at the confluence age of those who are going to come close? Who considers himself to be close? Those who are close in the service of the yajna or in Bapdada's task will be close to him in playing, etc. The closer you are in the responsibility of the yajna and in the responsibility of Bapdada's task, the closer you will be there. How can you recognize yourself as being close? Each one of you should ask yourself, are you giving your intellect, mind, body, wealth, and time here to the same extent as you are to your Lokik responsibilities? You should give more here. If not greater, is the weight equal? If both sides are equal, you will still be considered to be close. Recognize yourself through this account. Until now, it is seen that there is a heavier weight of the Lokik responsibilities. The main brothers should especially pay attention to this aspect. Throughout the day, how much time did I give to the Lokik responsibilities and how much to the Alokik and Paralokik responsibilities? How helpful was I? If you continue to check this, you will know which side is empty. Whilst living amidst all circumstances, at the least, both sides should definitely be equal. One side should not be less. It doesn't matter if there is less on that side, but it shouldn't be less on this side. Then you will be able to fulfill the Lokik responsibilities accurately also. Your relationships are also visible through your activities for God. Some say we should first make our interaction with others good and then become busy in effort. This is not good. So you have to pay special attention to this. Bapdada has special hopes in the brothers that only the brothers can fulfill. The sisters cannot do that. What are those hopes? There are many types of people and many types of tests that will come from time to time. And they do come also. So the main task of the Pandavas is to discern the people and the tests. This is the task of the brothers. The main task of the Pandavas is to look after the Shaktis. The task of the Shaktis is to shoot the arrow, but it is a task of the Pandavas to discern the people, the test, and to protect the Shaktis. Can you take on such a responsibility? In some cases, it has been seen that the Pandavas seek protection from others. But the Pandavas have to protect in all four directions, as well as protecting themselves. Your vision should be on the unlimited, not on the limited. If you are unable to protect yourself, it will be difficult to protect others. Acha? The greatest renunciation is the renunciation of the vices. 16th of June, 1969. In what form are you all sitting? Are you sitting here as the embodiment of love or the embodiment of power? What is your form at the moment? Is there power in love? Can there be both of these at the same time? Why don't you say that you are the embodiment of both? Why do you have love for Bap Dada? What is Bap Dada's main title, the one in which you have to become like him? Bap Dada's main title is the Almighty Authority. If you simply have love, that love can sometimes be broken. But where there is the combination of both love and power, the meeting of the soul with the Supreme Soul remains eternal and constant. In order to make your meeting eternal, what method must you adopt? You have to have the combination of love and power within yourself. Only then can you say that the soul and the Supreme Soul have met. You are sitting in the gathering, but while sitting in the gathering, some forget the meeting between the two. Acha? Today, Bap Dada has come especially for the Kumaris. What day is it for the Kumaris today? Day for celebrating a meeting. The result for all of you has been given. Are you able to know your own result? Have you become the knowers of the three aspects of time? Who is the number one Kumari in this group? What is the main task of someone who is number one? To make others number one like himself or herself, Kumaris have to take one more paper. It is a practical paper, not a written one. You are now number one in the 1 month's training, but can you be number one in the final result? Which main aspect do you need to keep in your intellect for that? You have renunciation and service, but which other main aspect is needed? What is the greatest sacrifice? And what is the greatest renunciation? The renouncing the defects of others is the greatest renunciation. Which is the greatest service? What is the main service that an elevated server would do? What is the proof of the intense effort of an intense effort maker? to enable anyone who comes in front of him to experience a living death. It is said, you must die a living death at one stroke, which is called to die at a stroke, Jatku. You must not leave them incomplete, half dead. Elevated service is to make them instantly die a living death at one stroke. At present, you shoot the arrow, but when they go outside, they become alive again. But a time will come when you will enable them to go beyond in a second with drishti, and then there will be success in service, and you will also have an impact. At present, although you make them experience death whilst alive, you are not able to do that instantaneously. Two things are lacking. If you imbibe these two things, you will be able to color others with your color. Are you those who have died instantly? You have to make a promise that from today, you have died instantly. You will not become alive to the old world again. Those who are courageous receive extra courage. Because you have courage, Bab Dada has love for you. To be continued. Om Shanti.
Promise of determined thought. With your perfect form, become an instrument to reveal God. Become the practical proof equal to the Father. The majority of souls nowadays wonder whether anyone can become such pure souls while living in this atmosphere and in this physical world. So, you can show them in practice that it is possible for anyone to become like that. And in fact, we have become like that. Nowadays, people believe a lot more in practical proof. They want to see even more than hear about something. And so, if all the children everywhere become the practical proof equal to the Father, then it won't require effort for them to accept and know. And the Father will be revealed.
दृढ़ संकल्प की प्रतिज्ञा अपने संपूर्ण रूप से परमात्म प्रत्यक्षता के निमित्त बनना। बाप समान प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण बनो। आजकल मैच्योरिटी आत्माएं सोचती हैं कि क्या इस साकार सृष्टि में, इस वातावरण में रहते हुए ऐसी भी पावन आत्माएं कोई बन सकती है? तो आप उन्हों को यह प्रत्यक्ष में दिखाओ कि बन सकती हैं और हम बने हैं। आजकल प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण को ज्यादा मानते हैं, सुनने से भी ज्यादा देखने चाहते हैं। तो चारों ओर हर एक बच्चा बाप समान प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण बन जाए तो मानने और जानने में मेहनत नहीं लगेंगी और बाप प्रत्यक्ष हो जाएगा। ओम शांति।